I've got my glass of champagne to toast the election results, and also to toast my world record, which is about to happen right this second. That's right. Calling it. Bet. I guess I have to take a drink. 2 world record. And don't let me forget to actually start the timer. Alright, so this is Hollow Knight. Played in Chinese because that's what's fastest. And let's see if that worked. There's like a 5-second delay on my view here, my second monitor. Is it going? Okay, never mind. It's like a 20-second delay. It's so weird. I'm gonna assume the timer's going. Skipping through the cutscenes. So, the reason why the Switch category for Hollow Knight is so why I'm even trying to get world record. It's so unoptimized compared to what most people run, which is on PC. On PC, the world record is about like a 32:55 or something like that, which is a ridiculously good time. That is on a patch that is earlier than this one, so it has more glitchy behavior, it has more skips. This is the most current patch, which all consoles run. Oh, I think I messed that up. Almost. Whatever. So the current patch already is by default slower because of missing skips. On the Switch, though, you have the additional problem of input delay, because this is a terrible console, and this is a terribly programmed game. So the issue is that, you know, this game requires split-second reactions, boss fights are hard, skips are even harder. You're very perfect, but just dropped an input there. And when you're dropping inputs and you have a delay of like 10 milliseconds, 20 milliseconds, it makes it just that much harder. So most people who run this game don't bother with the Switch category, which is why the world record is relatively open to the taking. It is only about 50 minutes instead of 32, 55. Actually, I think on the Xbox, the other main console run, Xbox PS4, it's 49 something. But I'm only about 5 minutes off of those times, which is actually kind of a lot in this game. But compared to saving how much time you can save on current patches, I think the world record for PC current patch, which does not have the input delay problem, is about 36 minutes. It's really not that hard to get world record. I'm trying to skip, got it, and got hit by a fly, whatever. Yeah, that's one of the skips that is much, much harder on current patch. It's about 1/50th of a second when you fall right off the ledge. Oh, okay. This is not going well so far. So I got the double kill. Across this chasm on the Switch, sometimes those, I forget the name, the worm creatures, they're on a different cycle than what PC has, which is, it's just a little more difficult to get across there efficiently. Yeah, bravely so. I'm trying my hand at talking and playing at the same time. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I've already made a couple mistakes I wouldn't have made otherwise. Almost got that skip that's really hard. And I'm going to practice it a lot. There's just lots of little tiny minor tech here and there, like pogoing off of things to, you know, skip certain jumps, because jumping is slow, that I'm not super good at. But again, like, you don't really have to get all of them to get world record on the Switch version. To the first boss here that we are going to ignore. The False Knight. Oh. Bad RNG. Never scored you save at this time. You jump backwards is bad. But whatever, not a huge deal. 8 hits. Yeah, you can skip that boss. That's developer intended. It is in all versions, and if you're playing casually, it's actually not great to skip the boss because it's a lot more difficult to get back to him to get the item he drops, which allows you access to the right side of City of Tears. Later on, if you've gotten far enough into the game to get the Dream Mail, then you actually get the Infected Crossroads event, which makes that jump pretty badly. I'll play this the timing for that is hard, but yeah, if you skip him, then he gives you some key or pass or something once you get to the City of Tears, and there are a million ways to get around that. But for a casual player, I remember getting kind of stuck because I missed that. I think I skipped him because I had heard about the skip initially, and I'm like, why would I fight this guy? You know, he also gives you some money, so in some categories you do fight him and you kill him. You know, you get about 200 Geo from a chest that only unlocks when you kill the boss. This area has some tight movement, like that double hit right there. Corner, jig jump there, hitting that guy. We're trying to make this fly's AI cooperate so you can get up here early. Like I said, lots of little movement. I've gotten hit by that guy so many times. Had a lot of RNG. Alright, not bad. You can see how fast the text is, because, well, I mean, unless you've played the game, you wouldn't know, but English text is so much slower. This basically pops up instantly onto the screen, and you can skip it pretty much instantly. I didn't adopt that for a long time, the Chinese text, but it makes a big difference. Or Mandarin, I don't know if it's Mandarin or something else. So here, I mean, they're falling the ledge, but here, I need to get 9 hits to build my soul. I need to get 11 hits to build my soul, so I can kill a boss from yet. And that wasted about maybe 5 seconds. I can still get world record, you know, no worries. Come on. This is terrible RNG. Normally I would just take that hit, but yeah. Parkiero, is that you, Parker? Mr. Met over here, I believe, unless you're imposter. Yep. Either way, what's up, Parkiero?
Yep.
Alright, trying to get some hits in here, building up soul, so I can do a pretty-tough skip coming up. That saves a good amount of time. There is a backup, but I would rather not have to do it. A little trick you can do there. It wastes a tiny bit of time, but it's a little bit safer. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, normally it only takes 2 fireballs, but I decided to be safe there. I had the soul for it, so whatever. Takes more soul for another fireball to get. Alright, we're good. Oh, I walked too far to the left on that one. It's okay. Not walk. You have to turn back and then hit fireball frame perfectly. But of course the danger is if you don't turn back before you fireball, then you just waste a fireball. It's a pretty difficult maneuver. You know, especially on the Switch with the input delay.
Yep.
Yeah, so Green Path is mostly built around tight platforming, fireball sticks, and building up control. Knowing how many enemies win, knowing when to just tank a hit or if you absolutely have to heal, that kind of thing. Most professional runners, even if they get down to 1 HP in this area, they pretty much will just, because it's so early in the run, they'll just try to, you know, move on, get through the area until they get to a reset heal. That was a really dumb hit. Because it's so early in the game, it only takes them about 8 minutes to get back here. Alright. Not doing well on health, so I'm gonna heal here. what's up, Mr. SDYD?
Droshik Halimo. Garana!
Alright, this is waifu.
Shaw!
Shit. Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna die, and that's not good. That is a reset if I die. What? I'm gonna clutch this out.
Shaw!
It's safe.
Shaw! Egale! Shaw!
A little bit safe. I'm just
Shaw!
taking some risks.
Shaw!
Oh my god, please. Okay. Come here, come here. He has like 3 hits. Okay, see what you say, 3 hits. That was pretty slow, but I didn't want to have to die and reset the whole run, so... Oh, I did not mark the timer. I keep forgetting to do that. Let's see. That would be 2 splits, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm not used to splitting, and this is not auto-split at all. Thanks for the reminder, Bravely Solo. Alright. 10 minutes is not bad. That's on good pace for this 10 games in-game time. 10 minutes in-game time. Where am I? 10:59. That's actually not great. I should get that dash from Waifu Hornet in about maybe 9:30. 8 minutes would be a super good time. So I'm about 3 minutes under optimal for current patch. You can see how those little mistakes really build up over time. Alright. This kind of weird room. Once you get dash, the whole game, movement just becomes so much more optimized, except for when you dash off the ledge like that, or do that hard fall. I still haven't figured out a lot of these falls, honestly. To have pixel perfect, or, you know, do what I just did, which is completely screw everything up. And dash early. I'm gonna stop talking for a second while I concentrate on the falls, because clearly I need to. Okay. Risky time. Yes. There's a way to dash in that room where you get those hits perfectly. And I did not do optimal here either, because I'm using low percent strats for some reason. Low percent is an awful run, but I love awful runs because I guess I'm a masochist. Josh. I thought it was Josh. I'm trying not to assume anyone's identity here. All imposters matter. Right? It's an Among Us reference. Didn't know. Okay. Okay, that looks bad. I'm gonna actually look at the screen when I play. That was also super bad. Okay. So, big time loss here. My bad, guys. I'm gonna have to heal because, I don't know how to do the backup room. I mean, I kind of know, but I'm a little bit worried about it. So this is not saving time at all. But I'm just gonna go for this save again because it looks cool, and I'm gonna show it off anyways. Alright. I usually get this first try, believe it or not. So basically, in old patch, there we go, yeah. It's not that hard. You just have to position yourself really well at the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna be safe here, because I hate this room, and I'm bad at it. Okay. Every heal loses about maybe like 2-3 seconds or so, so you really wanna do it if you can. I cannot, I suck. Okay, so... Come on. These guys are not cooperating. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's called Mantis Skip. It saves going around this whole room, which is really long, filled with enemies. It's just not a good time. Split that. There are setups for it, but managing the AI of both of those flying mantises is just really difficult. Among Us with the Met Opera brass section would be really cool, Edward. Yeah, I'm sure they would all be down to do it. We could do like a Discord call or something. 13 minutes in-game time is, especially if I ended basically on 11 minutes, that's, again, pretty good despite the mistakes. I think I've lost about 5 minutes so far, which is not 5 minutes, like maybe 3 minutes, which is not super great, obviously, since it's a speed run. But you know what? We're having fun here. Okay, so now I'm going to get the best upgrade in the category, which is the Shaman Stone. Let's talk damage values. So, the base nail does 5 damage, and it takes 3 hits to build up enough soul to do a fireball, which does 15 damage, so it works out, pretty even math. The Shaman Stone gives you a boost to your spell abilities so that you do 20 damage. So you can see how the math works out to where it really incentivizes spell use and disincentivizes... Oh, wait, hang on. I am talking and forgetting my route. Most casual players use the nail pretty much exclusively, and soul they use only to heal, which is actually more dangerous than simply playing aggressive and trying to heal, or trying to attack as much as possible and avoiding heals if at all possible. Because when you heal, you're sitting down. Whereas if you're attacking and, if you kill them faster than they can kill you, you're in danger for less time. It just statistically works out to where you're much safer if you end up using soul. I didn't miss it very soul there, and I don't know why I'm supposed to be able to kill that guy. Concentrated more on the run. Alright, we just killed a pregnant mother, and now we're going to commit infanticide. That was pretty bad cleanup. Pretty bad fight in general. Whatever. Go see Salubra.
Mariba Uso.
Got the split for that, right? Shaman Stone, yeah. Alright. So we're not going to equip it quite yet. We gotta go save our buddy, Igor? What's his name? The fly dude. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Especially now that it's in Chinese. This guy sells us a lantern later on, and we just saved him from the infection, which turns him into a mindless zombie like these guys. Okay, come on. So we have to die here. Oh no, I died. Yes. No, I forgot to bench. Oh my god. Okay, this run is officially dead. I should restart, but I'm gonna just complete the run and call it a warm-up. I was supposed to bench earlier, and so I would pop up right next to Salubra's shop again. So this loses about a minute. Yeah, I know, F. Yeah, I've actually been running low percent a lot more in this category, so I'm more familiar with that route. But that one's a lot less entertaining to watch, and it's way more difficult. So I figured I'd open with the fun one. Okay. That's our shade. Okay. Gonna reset him real quick. Oh, I'm supposed to hit him. Okay, this might be a little squirrely because I messed this up. There, we got it. That is Shade Skip. That's one of the easier versions. You can technically do that skip with nothing. No dash, just pogoing. Pretty difficult though. Allows us to kill the Watchers who are guarding the final boss. And all of you guys are with the story. There's some deep lore for this game. Go watch Mossbag if you don't know anything about the game. It's really entertaining stuff. So these guys just told us to heck off. Like, don't save our kingdom. We are guarding it and keeping it in limbo. You know, like your traditional, your standard dystopian novel, right? Okay, I got it, and then I freaked out. So that is a special trick that saves 1 second in-game time, but loses your dignity. Actually, the truth is, I have not practiced this at all, so I kind of winging this every time. There's a set fastest route for this, and I have not looked it up at all because I just hate practicing. Except for trombone, of course. I love practicing trombone. That was the wrong one. Oh my god. Uwu, Josh. Uwu's split is the Umu boss. Except everyone calls it Uwu in streams. It's the worst boss in the game. It's not the hardest, but it is absolutely the worst boss in terms of annoyance levels. So. Oh, right, Juno. Alright. Here's an impossible skip. Wait, no, hang on. Not that. So, current patch puts you farther to the left in that room when you're waking up. In older patches, you can actually get out of the room and you do this funny thing where you're sliding on the ground as if you're asleep. But I guess, watch, PC runs for that skip. Sus. Alright, getting into City of Tears. The positioning of these enemies, for some reason, is super consistent. But then later on, I don't know Hello? That was not supposed to work. We are getting some collectibles that we can sell them for Geo later on and buy cool stuff. We're gonna murder a rich dude here in a second, so that's fun. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I'm messing with the route. Mike, can you some turning up? Okay, what am I doing? Okay, when I get my next, skip it really hard. Next time, so I get to, next cutscene, when I defeat, Lurian, I will, mess with the audio settings. I think that's long enough to do that without, because this is, measured in real time, so I can't just, pause the game timer. It wouldn't be valid anyways if I did that. Not that I'm getting world, I'm totally getting world records still, don't worry. Good, got a double hit on the big guy. This game came out in 2017. It is made by some Australian guys, so there's no official name for the big orange guy who is mega rich, but, who knows. Yeah, I am not really super keen on Breath of the Wild 100%. I've seen runs, partial runs of that, and it just seems like a short map. I know they're getting the time down because of, all the skips that have been found and what are they called, wood bombs. I could do any percent or big difference in that. I actually have to go down here. There is a skip you can do in... Okay, this is not right. There's a skip you can do where you just hit a lever through a wall in the PC patch. Here we have to whack this guy a bunch and try not to die. He does 2 damage, so it's very easy to die to him. I should have kept that. I don't think I need that money. He's coming. Okay. Whatever. Give him a second. Yeah, I'd rather deal with the brutality of an 80% run, though, and lots of resets, as opposed to, you know, a 24-hour run that, I don't know, it's just like, I could do that, like, I couldn't grind that, is all I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, if I were trying to get world record for Breath of the Wild 80%, that would be brutal. Alright, this is super slow, but these Walker Knights are the worst boss in terms of like difficulty for any percent. Even the final boss isn't quite so bad. You may see why. Hopefully I make it look easy. And so there's only one of them right now. Pretty soon there'll be 2 at a time. And they use scissor attacks. They roll on the ground or jump up. And it's just a lot to deal with. Okay, that was a really weird thing. It rolled forward, but then went backwards. I don't know how to react to that. Yeah, like this right there. If they're attacking at the same time, they can easily get out of sync. And that's what makes it really weird. Oh my god. Okay. When they attack you from off screen, that's really annoying. And that was good. I haven't lost a ton of health yet. When they roll, that's their best attack that they can give you, besides just like the nail hits, because you can get level hits on them if you are lucky, which I was not there. But I'm almost done with the fight. It's actually going pretty well. And I regret that. Wait, okay. Yeah, that one's not over until it's over. I've definitely died to the very last guy when he was inches away from dying. Way too many times to count. Okay, so as soon as I kill this person, I'm gonna try to bump the game audio up or the mic up or something. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Hang on. OBS. Yeah. Elgato's all the way up, and I can't turn my mic volume up either. So turn game audio down a little bit. Hopefully that works. I'm gonna hurry up and get back there. Move my mic a little closer. I need to get a mic stand so it's right in my face. That might help. Right, perfect timing. Oh, I got split too. Okay, I'll do it in a second. I'm still not sure how to do this because there's a way to. This fall is pretty much free if you do that method, but there's a way to get off the elevator more easily, or more quickly rather. for Watcher Knights, I think. Yeah. I missed that inventory drop. So on the older patches, you can inventory drop in midair, so you don't actually have to walk off a ledge to do it. It changes the routing quite a bit. Hey Josh, how's the volume levels now? Yeah, on the old patch, there's a guy there you can hit for soul, which is helpful in the stuff coming up. I don't think he's ever there on current patch though, at least not on the Switch. The load times affect where enemies pop up pretty severely.
Helmedelka.
A bit better. Is the game audio still like really loud?
Boris' son?
Velmi
Kinda. Okay. Yeah, I'll see if we can find a spot to turn it down even more. Yeah, without a second monitor, it's really hard for me to test that stuff. I'm probably just gonna like find one on like Craigslist or something, just some beater, just so I can just, you know, monitor that kind of stuff and have a chat window open. I'll worry about a better setup later. Okay, that was bad. I hate that section because they're in the dark. You can't. You just have to guess where they're at, or you lose time. You know, fireballing them because that stops you in your tracks for a little bit. It's not really a great way to deal with that except blind luck. It's not really louder than you. It's louder than. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can change it. I can turn the mic up a little bit. How's that? Oh no, I went to the wrong one. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, my mic is nearly maxed out right now, and I can't turn it up much louder without actually clipping. Okay, this was bad. Oh. Alright, hi Elderbug, bye Elderbug. Despite the name, Elderbug is actually the youngest bug in the game. He was born after the events of all this happening, whereas Hollow Knight is, or the Knight actually, the character you are, is super duper old. There's a joke category called Elderbug Percent, where I think you get all of Elderbug's dialogue lines because people feel bad about skipping him all the time. I keep forgetting to hold right in that room. Because you move before, it's one of, most rooms you don't move until a couple frames after you don't gain control of your character immediately. But after Stagnus, you gain control immediately, so it always throws me off. It only saves a little bit, but you know, every frame counts. There's a little trick there where you look down briefly and it makes the gate open faster. No one knows why, because this game is coded like a Java city, just full of junk. Yeah, throwing in Star Wars references. Is how it goes. Indie game moment. Right. Okay. This area is super cycle based. On the Switch, the timing is actually not as tight as I think it is on PC, because there's just, you can't get the God Pixel skip, you can't At least as far as I know, you can't do that because of the way the cycles work. I'm gonna go for a damage boost here. That lets me get in front of that laser, get here a little bit early. It only saves time if I don't have to heal, though. So if I have like 3 hearts going into the room, I usually don't do it because I have to do another damage boost up here. Well, I don't have to, but it saves some more time. And this laser room coming up is just... It's not super tricky with the dash. It's just, you know, with the damage boost, if you only have 1 health and there's a bunch of spikes around, it's a little bit scary. Oh, I forgot to split for the lantern. Alright, there's the damage boost. It lets you get all these in 1 cycle. Wait there a bit. Go under here. That saves a few frames. That conveyor belt, for some reason, makes you go super fast. Again, no one knows why. Alright, so at this point, in the PC current patch, they would have been done by now. Just to give you some indication on how much room there is for improvement. I still have, what, 4 splits left? 5 splits. And this is actually, these next 5 splits are the worst part of the game, of the run rather. In terms of difficulty, of the skips, of the boss fights, that kind of thing. The movement just gets harder and harder and harder right up until the very end. So we're going to do an acid skip coming up. And that, I should have dashed there. Alright, I got the backup inventory drop. You have like a third of a second, maybe less, to probably like a quarter of a second to re-hit the inventory button if you get hit by an enemy to keep the momentum going. And what inventory drops do is they uncap your fall speed. Normally, you stop falling at a pretty slow rate. There was the acid skip. The acid skip. Normally, you have to get something called Yzma's Tear in order to. I missed that, and I missed that too. I'm not super worried about health here, because I'm going to do a safety bench coming up, which refills your health. And that was a really dumb moment, but as long as I don't die here, I'm okay. So I'm going to take it super safe. Normally, I do up slashes there. If I actually practice this route more carefully, I would know how to do all the falls, because the falls and the boss fights are probably my least polished areas of the game. Like, if you get a lot of double hits, if you don't have to heal ever, you save a ton of time. So, trombone lesson, making this relevant. You should practice details. It makes you better at things. You know, instead of going through this over and over again like I do and never actually sitting down and practicing. Alright, so Ubu is just awful. So there's a slow attack right here where it shoots 8 electric ball things. The attacks are not difficult to avoid themselves, but what makes it super difficult if you're trying to speedrun is that Ubu follows you everywhere, and so in order to damage him the most when he's vulnerable, because he's invulnerable right now, you have to get his positioning really tightly. Like there, I kind of messed up. I should have been able to fireball him 4 times. I only got 3 in, and he has 300 health. So for doing 20 damage of fireball, it takes a lot of hits to get this guy down. Okay, that's good. Actually, I'm gonna stay here. Alright, got an extra hit in, that's good. Oh. Come on, can I reach him? Nope. That's not good. Not a big deal. Come on. I bet he's like 1 nail hit away from death. Please go slow. Okay, good. He can do an extra attack there that's really annoying. Yeah, I told you, like one hit away. Oh, splits, right. Lantern, Umu. There we go. Yeah, I'll have to go back in and fix that and watch the timings for the video. That was actually not bad. I wasn't counting the cycles. I think that might have been a 3 cycle, which is optimal on current patch. If it was 4 cycle, that's not terrible, but each cycle loses about 30 seconds. One more. Oh, one more. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Alright. I'm gonna turn my Bluetooth speaker off. It keeps trying to connect to Alexa. Alright, so I can update the sound one more time. Okay, turn that down. Okay, I'm gonna put the game volume at about half. And that's just going to be where it's at for the rest of the run. I get one more chance to change it. And, okay, what are you doing? This stupid thing turned double on and connected to my computer audio somehow. Yeah, she is silenced now. I don't think it turns off when it's on the charger. I don't have standalone speakers right now. I just have my headphones and a pretty decent Bluetooth speaker. So I've been using that when I don't feel like wearing headphones for long periods of time. Oh my god. That was... Wall jumping in this game is really dumb. It's kind of poorly programmed because it doesn't have any buffer. So, like, if you miss... Oh my god. Okay, that was on me. So, like, if you press the input slightly early, then you just don't get a jump in on the wall. Okay, so I'm gonna be super duper extra safe because I'm bad at this next skip, and it's super hard on the Switch. So this next one is called Dumb Echo. QGA stands for Queen's Garden Acid Skip. We are taking a path through Queen's Garden in order to get to the next Watcher, which is in Beast Den. And we have to do this skip, which is about maybe 3 pixels. I think I got it here, if I can get the jump. Oh my god. It takes me like 5 or 6 tries to get that. So the fact that I got that with only 1 hit of damage is really good, actually, for me. Alright, get a little soul, because I got a fight coming up. And miss that jump. I'm telling you, wall jumping in this game is just awful. Oh, I forgot to hit him. Whatever. I could do this with 8 soul. Got the double hit. Okay, that's good. That means I can kill him in 1 hit. Alright. Come on. Okay, that was a really good fight, actually. Minus that little bit at the end where the guy flew away from me. Minor optimization here. You can hit this guy into the spikes. There's a way to do that where you keep moving right the whole time, but it's super, super sketchy because there's so many spikes around here. If you overshoot the platform, you're dead. Okay. This is the one fall that I actually think I kind of know how to do. There we go. I swear to God, that guy is impossible to avoid. This room is very different on Switch compared to PC just because of the enemy placements. Okay. Alright, gonna get some safety heals in here. Was that actually an optimal fall? Oh my god, I've never gotten that before. Oh my god, okay. Please do not... That wasn't optimal, but that was pretty close. Again, things that are it's like the beginning of my run. You know, I guess I wasn't warmed up, and now I'm kind of warmed up, and things are working now. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Alright, so these dudes are the most annoying wall enemy in the game. They're super tricky to avoid. Oh, I should have C-dashed there. Whatever. That only saves, like a second or so. The shock, yeah. Trust me, no one was more shocked than I am. I, hit up to go on the bench, because that works when you're dashing. Apparently does not work when you're crystal dashing, though, so... These guys are super safe, not sketchy at all. Ignore the noises. They're just here to help. Put us in a nice, friendly cocoon. You know? Like spiders do. Oh yeah, also agoraphobia warning, I suppose. Alright, move backwards. Nope. That was not optimal. If that guy moves backwards, you can skip him. Now I have to kill him. And damage boost, which is kind of sketch. So I'm going to heal here because I'm still not super great at Beast Den, and skipping these wall dudes, these guys right here, like, you know, I could just walk right into them. That's a super great way to skip them, I think. Problem is their attacks actually are they predict your momentum, so they're actually like really hard to skip. I'm just gonna kill this dude. He's the worst one of all of them. Or that. Okay. You want to bait that guy into attacking so he doesn't move backwards. Oh my god, I did not mean to bait that guy. Yeah, so these guys, in case you're wondering why I'm damage boosting, they do 2 damage with their claws, but only 1 damage if you walk into their body. So the strat is to hit them twice, dash into their body to get 1 hit of damage, then you can hit them twice while you have invulnerability frames from damage. It's really easy to mess that up, though. Okay. Let's see, B-San. Got it. Alright, I got a split. It's really easy to mess that up, though, because, as you saw with that last one, if you hit them while their mask is down, they start attacking immediately. So if you are late in your reaction time, you may avoid getting hit by the claws, but you may end up baiting them into another attack and then getting hit for 2 damage and possibly dying when you know, if you only had 2 health. You know, the funny thing is, this is still probably going to PB for me, and so I can submit this run to speedruns.com for the world record. For oh no, not for any percent. Sorry, I got world record in low percent on Switch because technically there is no low percent run officially verified on Switch, or there wasn't until I put one up. So you know, take your wins where you can find them. Better not forget your final split. Yeah, that's right. I actually am not 100% certain where to end the timer. I looked it up earlier today and couldn't find it, so I just gotta watch a video to figure that out. I'm pretty sure it's when the cutscene starts playing at the end. I know it's at least, or at latest, at that cutscene. It could be at the end of your input, which is somewhere in the middle of the final animation of the boss dying, so it's a little bit weird. I don't know how that works with, you know, real time. Hi, Tiso. Bye, Tiso. Do we get Menderbug? Nope. So that sign there at the beginning, if you break it, Menderbug comes out, who is part of a secret guild of bugs that that fix all the signs and posts and things that you break. throughout the game. I love how they have a canon reason why it comes back. So, yeah, but traditionally in speedrunning, kind of superstition, if you see Menderbug, he has a 2% chance of showing up at that spot if you break the sign. If you see Menderbug, then your run is dead. So, theoretically, this run is still alive. So we just passed what is world record for the Switch, about a 50, 30-ish. And this fight takes me about 3 minutes. So we might come in like 5th place or 6th place maybe, overall. Hey, what's up, DJ Navy SEALs? This is in Mandarin, and the reason why we play in Mandarin is because the text is super fast compared to any other language. Like, it just scrolls a lot faster. So this is the Hollow Knight, the eponymous name of the game. This is actually a buffed version of the boss compared to the older patches. They buffed his speed, his attacks. A couple attacks do 2 damage now. Oh, okay. So he's a little bit unfair, especially since we are playing with minimal equipment compared to where you would normally start this boss. Okay, I'm gonna do a safety heal. Oh. Ah, I dodged the attack, but got hit by the hitbox of his body. His fat head. This dude has a big forehead. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hate when he does that. It's okay. That was my fault. Yeah, the parry attack is the slowest one you can get, so it's really annoying. He can do multiple ones of those in a row. I don't think there's any any counter for it. I've seen like 7 or 8 parries in a row. I actually just learned that strat right there, where you hit him twice in his cycle. This one too. This one is a little sketch, but there's a sweet spot in between that I'm not finding. There's a sweet spot where you don't get hit there. I think it's bigger on the left side, so I probably just need to dash there if that happens again. Again, gonna heal just for safety. Alright, we're in the last phase. He's almost dead. Alright. So, time will be after he blows up, when the cutscene starts. Okay. Wait, is it right when he blows up, or is it... Oh, whatever, he's about to blow up. I'm just gonna do it when the end cutscene starts. So, it's right there when he blows up, I'm assuming. I'm just gonna be safe. They can always take time off. Alright. So is that like a 54 something? 5402.42. Not bad. Okay, cutscene starts. So then we got it. Yeah. Well, didn't get the world record, but it's about the friends we made along the way. World record is currently on Switch. I can pull it up. I believe it's... I know it's a 50-something, and it's a 49 or 48 for Xbox/PS4. The reason why Xbox and PS4... It's the same patch, but because the load times are faster, that does affect timing in real time a little bit. So some of the extra time save on Xbox is literally just getting into rooms faster. So... I think for the recording purpose, I have to keep this going until it shows in-game time at the end. So let me look up world record. Okay, Josh got it. 50-13. Yeah, so, I mean, with all the mistakes I made, and, let's see... I could probably get world record making all the mistakes I made with movement if I just practice my bosses a bit, because they can all be beaten about probably maybe not Umu. Umu was actually pretty good, but all the other bosses can be beaten 30 seconds to a minute faster than what I'm doing, and most of that has to do with getting double hits with the fireball. But my movement definitely needs some improvement. But if you look at the world records for the Switch categories, they're not perfect at all. Like, they make some really dumb mistakes. Yeah, got 5th place by 56 minutes. That's not bad. Yeah, everyone in the top 4, they run constantly. Like, they've been running this game pretty much since it came out. And a lot of them run PC categories too. So I've got some catching up to do. I didn't beat this game fully until probably last year, I think. They added a really difficult boss rush at the end called Godhome, where you beat like all... It's like a 40-minute just boss fight after boss fight, and that took me like something like 60 hours to beat. I think after I did that, I kind of figured, oh, you know, these speedruns are hard, but maybe I actually can accomplish them. And I think my first any percent run was something like 3 hours long. You know, I was literally just like looking up the run as I like watching videos as I was going through it. That Queen's Garden skip that we got in 2 tries, I think took me about 15 minutes to get first time, so it's come a long way, actually. Alright, so we're about to see in-game time. $50.49. Not bad. I think record in-game time for the Switch is something like 47 minutes. So that matches up pretty well with real time. I know what that face means, Josh.